Namaste to one and all. Welcome to my channel. Today's our topic is the CBSE 10th standard school-based assessment. What about the procedure of standardization of assessment? That is procedure for assessment of students. And this is part 3. This is the internal moderation marks. About the internal moderation marks, the CBSE has already given a pattern of distribution marks based on the performance of the school. Performance of the school means it is based on the reference year what the school opted. The school is having the right to opt a reference year according to that where they are getting the maximum mark, the best marks where they got. And in the subject, in class 10 board exam, in the reference year, according to the reference year. Reference year, not only the previous 3 years, if some other 4 years back also you got, that can also be taken. That is a thing I understood from. So from there you can take a reference year, and with this reference year, you will get a broad distribution pattern. According to that, our new result, when we publish the result, that marks also should fall in that particular category. That is a major thing. And before that, one thing you can see that the school should follow the broad pattern and distribution of students' grades for the school-based assessment. And it tells about two important things. First of all, you have to find out what is the average marks in. That is in the circle it is given 62 is the average mark of maths has been given. That is the selected year from the reference year. Suppose there are 60 students are there. We added 60 students mark and divided by 60, you got 62. That is the average mark. So that is average mark 62, and in that what the result we are publishing, what the result we got, what the assessment we had made, that mark should fall in the range of 60 to 64. Why 60 to 64? The mark can be, that is the average mark can be 62 minus 2 or 62 plus 2. That way the range can vary from 60 to 64. That is about the subject mark. And subject mark variation can be there 60 to 64, and but the overall average in 5 subjects, suppose it is 66 is given in the circular, there should not be any change. So what happens if this should remain the same? Most often if we are minusing 1, we have to plus when we are adding 2 marks for 1, you know that more than this average mark, of course we have to minus also there, then only the total average will remain 66 itself. So here another thing we can see, what is the example given here. What is the example given here? The same according to the circular, it is assuming that 100 students are there. Why it is 100 students? Easy calculation. It is say that 1% in one student fall category below 26. So why I have written like this? For statistical calculation we used to write like that. So understand that this maximum, these limits are not included except 80. This is not included below that. Below 26, below 40, below 50, below 60, below 70 and including 80 that way. So below 26, 1% means that 1%. Why? We are assuming that there are 100 students. Then below 40, that is 26 to 40, 14% means 14 students. As 100 students are there, 14% means 14, because for the easy calculation to make you understand, that is why in circular it is written so. Then 40 to 50, 25 students, 50 to 60, 10 students. I told you upper limit is not included. Then 60 to 70, 20 students, 70 to 80, that is 80 is included, that is a maximum mark, 30 students. This is the example given. This is suppose the reference here, this is the thing, and we can see that at present we are having 200 students. Suppose we are having 4 batches or 5 batches and 200 students are there. How it will be? How it will be? Suppose for 100 students, 1 student, 1% is 1 student. For 200 students, it should be 2 students should fall under this category. 14 means 28 students should come under this category. And here 50, that is doubling. We are instead of 100, we are assuming that now we are having 200 students. Then 10 means 20. Then 20 means 40. And 30 means 60. This should be the mark pattern, distribution of mark according to your assessment. What the school has assessed, the mark should fall under this way. This should be the category of the result. While we are assessing, that should come like that. Suppose instead of 2 students, there are 5 students are there. Suppose instead of 2 students, 5 students are there. Suppose we can say that one student got 25 mark, another got 24 mark, another got 23 mark. Just for easy calculation, I am writing 22 or 20 like that. 5 students are there. We can give 1 mark here as moderation. Here we can give 2 marks as moderation. So it is becoming 26. Here we can give 3 marks as moderation. This is the thing. So, of course, these 3 will go to this category and remaining 2 will come under this category below 26. So, in circular it is written that, or in the webinar, Bharadwaj sir has told that it should not be, there is more than 2 persons in this category. If according to the reference here it is like that, and marks should be adjusted and moderate accordingly, and change the calculations accordingly. That is the words what he had given, and from the webinar I heard about it, and so that is how it can be written. And here we can see that a school can allow variation of 2 marks from the subject average. I already told you. Then, but overall averages for the main subjects shall not exceed the average of the reference year. That is, this overall average mark should not exceed from that what is the mark given in the reference year. And the school has enough flexibility for assessing the students. Overall distribution marks should fall in the defined ranges. And the defined ranges the marks should come. That is a basic thing. And here another important thing I want to tell you at present is that after the when the board is declaring the result, we can see that the no revaluation possibility is there. There is no revaluation process there, because it tells that there is another important issue. School, the answer books have been shown. Already you have shown the answer book or handed over to the students by the school, or you have taken the photocopy. Process of verification of the marks, providing photocopy, so the children already know what the mark they already obtained. That is the main thing. It is written there. I don't know whether all of them given importance to that. So as it is given there is no provision for the revaluation. That is written so. So what are the important issue? Answer books have been shown or handed over to the students by the school, or process of verification of marks. For the verification, the marks may be shown to them, or providing photocopy to them. So that is why there is no revaluation will not be applicable to 2020-21 CBSE result. I hope you understood. This is the thing. So variation can be in the subject wise, but in the 5 subjects averages we are taking, and we are calculating that what is the average we got, adding the 5 best subjects of the reference years, the total divided by 5, what is the mark we are getting, that mark should not change. That should remain the same way. The same way mark should be adjusted accordingly, and moderation can be given. At the same time, some cases we have to reduce the marks also. That is, the CBSE tells that no other option in order to get the reliability of the result. And suppose the students are not satisfied with the result, the CBSE tells that when the conditions are conducive to the conduct examination, they may be given the chance, they can study and they can write exam. The CBSE will conduct exam. That is why it is told. No other options better than this. That is why CBSE has given this way. Some of teachers, this is our first attempt to do like this because of this pandemic. We never done like so. And with my limited knowledge, I conveyed this. Maybe I don't know what about how much you understood, how much I conveyed you. Anyway, thanks for your cooperation by watching my channel. Thank you.